Hello everyone, here we are again with some more Dokkan battle. And as you right there, I did actually already clear the stage. But we're going to be hopping into the 10 new Super Battle Road stages and be basically just clearing them. So I did do the first two stages. And, well, I may have accidentally scrapped the recording because sometimes it be like that. So this is a team I'm going to go ahead and go with. Let's quickly go over the category and see what kind of options you could actually go ahead and run on this team right here. Where we're Exploding Rages. There it is right here. So this is the Exploding Rage category. Basically some options that you could run that I'm not running personally on this team build. I feel like Namagoku will be a pretty solid choice right here. Namagoku is just a nice unit overall. You probably will have to use. You probably will have to be very careful with him though until he gets a few hits. But once he gets all the hits in, like if you use like a something like a Yema or whatever, a Whis item will be more appropriate. He'll be able to be fine, but a lot of units will be in that situation, so I don't know. I feel like the units that I bring in are pretty much the best units. You could run this Broly. He's an AoE. He can get hit a little hard, though, so you're going to have to try and protect him. I think this Broly is kind of underrated. I feel like you could definitely run him here. Double supers. He has pretty decent defense after he super attacks. He stacks defense. Other than that, really, you could run LR Rose as well. LR Rose is a pretty solid option. I feel like Murenzamasu is solid in Super Battle Road because of the attack lowering he gives to super class enemies. And, if you're pairing with this LR Rose, that'll be a pretty solid rotation. Other than that, there's not really anyone else I would really say, oh, you have to run this guy. I mean, I think this guy maybe you can get away with, but other than that, not really too much. So we're just going to be hopping right into the stage. I feel like this is basically like the best units you could probably use for this team. A big thing that you could do, of course, is if you see the second unit up on the team after Beerus, LRSTR Broly. So LRSTR Broly is just going to pretty much wipe the field a lot of times. The first run I did this, I didn't even get a Dokkan attack because I was using this Broly, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty insane. Of course, I'm gonna be using items in these runs. This is not gonna play around in these first few runs. After I complete all these runs, I'm probably gonna go ahead and attempt the no item runs. Probably going to be like post audio as well because I want I just want to go ahead and try these no item runs when I do have the time. And sometimes you really kind of do have to constrain these no item runs because, like this stage earlier, they're hitting pretty hard. So these normal Super Battle Road stages, although it's no extreme Super Battle Road, you could definitely have some difficulties. So you gotta really be careful. But then you could have this, you could have this happen where look at this. This is disgusting. Oh my god, we just one turn this. That's crazy. Look at that. This STR Broly is actually busted, dude. Like if you have this STR Broly, obviously he's just a must run for the team. But just look at him. It's really crazy. Like you see his details and you're like, yeah, he's amazing. And then you use him and you're just like, God. Especially when there's a Goku family category enemy on the rotation. This dude goes insane. So yeah, we're just hopping into the second fight. No real issue in the first fight right here. So I'm probably gonna do this. I think we're gonna keep Kale here. We're gonna attack you. We're going to go ahead and attack this Vegeta with you. Unfortunately, Bardock cannot get a super attack. That's unfortunate. Our defenses are kind of low here. So I'm going to play it safe. We're going to use a Whis right here. It would also help protect that double Beerus rotation we have next rotation, especially with this STR Vegeta here. So Kale's going to take like no damage. Kale gets 60% damage reduction for the first, I believe, 7 turns or 6 turns. I believe it should be 6 turns actually, because of the Universe 6 theme. So that's pretty good there. And she could also triple super. So hitting a 2 million attack stat, then her being able to triple super, that's basically like obviously a 6 million attack stat, which is very strong, which is just what she did right here. Look at her go. This goes really good, actually. I feel like this Kale's also a unit that's underrated. The one good thing I like about these, I feel like these are weird categories that they kind of picked for it. I feel like they could have done something in like Kamehameha or you know, a category like that, like a bigger category to make it easier. But a lot of these categories are just kind of small, weird categories, you know, that no one really runs. But there's some, like, especially in this one, you know, for example, the all-out struggler category, it's like a small limited pool of units, and you kind of use units that you don't really normally use, which is what I kind of like about this stage in general. So we're gonna keep my Beerus in the front here. Let's attack Gotenks. Let's try to get rid of Gotenks here. I think that's the plan. Let's get rid of Gotenks, because then we have the AGL or Gohan next turn, and he should be able to take care of him. So, wow, Beerus still took 30k. I mean, that was... Okay, how much is it going to take here? 84k. Okay, so keep in mind that is with the Whis active. It makes sense that he took like 1 billion damage before he got his defense up. But even with with the Whis active, that's still a pretty hefty amount of damage. Ooh, this is not going to be good. It's going to be like 150k. Wow. Like, wow, yeah. For example, if we didn't have that Whis active right there, we would have been dead. So these stages are definitely not really a joke. I feel like you could definitely no item them, you know, but like these stages are going to be pretty difficult to no item because of the limited amount of units that you really have on these teams, you know. Unless you're like Link level 10 fully equipped out these guys, even though it's going to be difficult. Like, you really have to rely on this STR Broly. If this STR Broly really shows out for you like he did in the first fight right there for me, you're solid. But, you know, if you like leave someone alive just like that and they super you, then you're kind of like screwed. But if you're using items, Broly makes it a joke, to be honest. In this last fight right here, might as well talk about it since we finished this off. So in this last fight right here, we're fighting against one enemy, just the Soul God Goku. And they really wanted to be just stupid about it. They made this God Goku STR. At the very least, Beerus is super effective against all types when he's facing a Realm of Gods category enemy, which is this category right here. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to push Kel off rotation as well, because obviously Kel is type disadvantage. But yeah, he's a Realm of Gods category enemy. So at least one good thing is that Beerus will also be able to create Rainbow Orbs, and he will be super effective against all types. So even though he'll be taking a lot of damage here, the good thing is that he will be dishing a lot of damage back. He won't have to worry about getting a crit or being at type disadvantage. Another thing is that this Goku is, of course, a pure Saiyan. So this Broly right here is going to actually go ahead and be able to get 3 attacks. So it's 2 extra chances to become a super attack. 30% chances each. Let's see. He also gets more crit. Perfect, Broly. Get them stacks in, my boy. This Broly is really good still. I feel like I've been possibly underrating this Broly a little. I feel like he's still a little inconsistent sometimes. You know, you have to be facing certain enemies. But like, look right here. Even though we can have the Whis active, oh, that's still a lot of damage. Okay, maybe never mind then. But my Broly's like 55%, so I mean, it's not like the worst thing ever, you know. Kale's not going to do anything in this last stage for sure. Kind of brought Kale. Kale's good, you know, she's very solid. I feel like she, as I said earlier, is a little underrated. But, you know, she's kind of like the 6th option I brought on this team, you know. Like, I have to bring Kale because there's not really anyone else better than Kale, unfortunately. So we're going to be floating Beerus off here. We're going to be giving you these. Since this is one enemy, we're going to be getting the 18 key with this Broly. We're going to be giving Beerus this. Will I die? No, I don't think I'll die. I think if God Goku... The only way I'll die is if God Goku, like, supers Beerus before Beerus got a hidden, which I guess it's kind of a little risky. It would have been okay if I used, like, for example, like, what's it called? The Princess Snake. The words just escaped my mind. Broly, look at him go. Also, Broly's super effective in this rotation too, by the way, so it's pretty good. This guy, he's okay. He's pretty good, though. What was I saying about Beerus? I slipped my mind. Okay, so essentially Beerus, if he does get tagged with a super before he actually gets his attack in, he will probably die. And it's kind of worrying because God Goku has not supered yet, and of course he's going to super Beerus. We could die. I think it's, oh, that's a lot of damage still. But look how much damage, like, it goes down when Beerus gets that one attack in. So we're going to do this. We lost Berserker though. It's gonna be pretty cool if we do get Berserker active, but probably not because I'm gonna do this. Rather be safe than sorry. You know, again, this run is just to clear the stage. You know, I feel like this team. I'm not sure if there's anyone else I really actually do not have that you could reasonably run on this Exploding Rage team. Let me go ahead and bring up the Exploding Rage category just to be sure. But I don't believe there's really anyone else that you want to run on this Exploding Rage team, to be honest. If I bring up categories here, let me go on this other tab all the way to Exploding Rage. Well, there is one big unit I'm missing actually. Tech LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I feel like I'll be pretty good in this stage because he could triple super. You know, as long as you feed him the orbs, he'll be pretty solid. Not really like the most amazing thing ever. I feel like you can definitely clear with this team, but other than that Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I'm actually not missing anyone. So again, this team is very small and limited. We were able to beat this stage though. You can clearly tell they're just like how they made this stage. They just made it so they know the roster is limited, so they made it so that if you have this LRSTR Broly, he just destroys it. So that's pretty fun. But that's the stage right there. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe if you did enjoy the video. And other than that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.